Well, this looks like fun. We're now going to take rational expressions because, after all, they're just fractions anyways, and we're going to multiply and divide them. Oh no! Oh yes! Okay, how do you go about doing something like this? Well, you got to remember fractions from when you were in grade 7. Remember, there's a couple ways that you can do this. You can straight out multiply. You go 2 times 10, that gives you 20. 5 times 6, that gives you 30. You can divide a 10 from here and divide a 10 from here, and you end up with 2/3. Okay, that's the grade 7 way of doing things. Now that you're in Math 20-1, you have to start thinking with a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more gumption here. How you do this is very, very simple. Look, this is a 2 here. This is a 6 here. They're both even numbers. 2 can go into itself once and can go into 6 3 times. Watch again. Look, 5 can go into itself once and into 10 twice. So you actually have 1 times 2, which is 2, 1 times 3, which is 3, which was exactly the same answer that we had before, but this is using something called the cancellation law. Yeah, cancellation law is absolutely incredibly cool, and it helps make this just so much easier. Otherwise, you're going to be dealing with big numbers all the time, which is kind of gross. Okay, so a couple rules we got to follow first. Number 1, always determine the NPVs before you cancel, okay, and before you simplify. And don't forget everybody's favorite, the cancellation law. Okay, now, how do I do this monster? Well, it's actually not that bad. Think about it. First off, NPVs, okay? Now, this is all multiplication. Everything's multiplication, so this is going to be really easy. You can't let x equal to 0, and you can't let y equal to 0. Done. That's it. There's no solving here, no nothing. It's just so easy. Just don't let x equal to 0, don't let y equals to 0, because everything is multiplied. Notice how we don't have any pluses or minuses here or anything like that. No additions, no subtractions, no factoring, nothing. Okay, so that means just x and y cannot equal to 0. Now, let's use cancellation law and let's be really smart. Let's start with the numbers. Look, 2 can go into itself once and into 10 5 times. So that's done. Now, start canceling x's. Look, you've got an x here, that's gone, with one of the x's here, that's gone. You have a y here, that's gone. Canceled with a y here, that's gone. Look what you got left right now. If you look at what you have left, it's really quite easy. You got x cubed y on the top. On the bottom, you have 5x squared. Well, you know what? You could have taken this one more step and say, well, you got 2 x's here. You cancel, well, you have 3 x's up top here, so that means you got 1 x left. And look what you've got here. You could have went directly and said, okay, that is xy, that's all that's left after all the canceling, over 5. Or you could have done what we did up here, which was the intermediate step, and went, oh, okay, just like you did in grade 10 here, and said, oh, I can cancel 2 x's with the 3 up here giving me xy over 5. Oh my goodness. I kind of like cancellation law more. Okay, so watch this again. I'm going to start all the way from 0 again, from ground 0 here. I'm just going to erase this whole mess, and I'm going to show you this one more time. Watch. Start with the numbers. 2 goes into itself once, into 10 5 times. There's a y can cancel here. There's an x that can cancel with this guy. You have 2 x's on the bottom, cancels with 2 of the 3 x's you got here. Check this out. You're left with xy on top. You're left with 5 on the bottom. You're done. That's how easy using cancellation law is. Makes it really straightforward now, doesn't it? So let's do it with this particular one. Okay, we're going to do it this. Well, now that you're dealing with polynomials, you may have to factor first. Okay, is there anything to factor here? No. Anything to factor here? No. So let's do the NPVs. 3x cannot equal to 0 means x cannot equal to 0. X plus 2 cannot equal to 0, which means x cannot equal to -2. There's your NPVs. Now, let's do a little bit of factoring because there's something to factor right here. So we can take an x out of that. So this becomes x plus 2, right, times 9x, that's what was there, over 3x, x plus 2. Look what can cancel. Check this out. The x plus 2's can cancel. They're gone. Check this out. An x can cancel with this guy. That's gone. A 3 goes into itself once and into 9 3 times. Look what's left. All you got left is a plain old, look at this, 3x. That's all you got left. Ta-da-da, and there's your answer. Simplifying can actually be a lot of fun. Now, if you want, back this podcast up, watch this cancellation law stuff again. I think it's really, really powerful.